listening to Earthling Tarot. Welcome back. So I used to, at the beginning of these videos, explain kind of my order, like the setup and the meaning of each number card. But I realized that if you're not a reader, there's no need for me to explain the type of spread I use, and it's actually kind of hindering the message. So I've decided not to do that anymore. Another thing is that I'm going to be starting 2 new series on this channel. I'm going to be doing birth chart explanation series, and then I'm also going to be doing moon circles for the new moon and for full moon. New moon is kind of more focused on manifestation and goal setting, and that'll be on the 17th of this month. And then full moon is always more of like a recharging creative energy circle. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe. Okay, so let's just get into it. It looks like you guys are really happy right now. This to me looks like, as it came out in the reverse, you had, I guess, really an opportunity that has come to fruition. And I think you've turned your cup upside down because you don't need any more at this time. You feel very personally, emotionally, and maybe physically fulfilled at this time. Mentally, you have everything that you need right now. That's how you're feeling. And you're kind of really content. This is a good time for you guys. That might also have something to do with the fact that it's currently Virgo season, and you guys kind of mirror. I guess mirror isn't the right word. I would say a better way to put it is that Virgo completes you in a way. That or Scorpio. There's also sort of, you guys will, but I think you guys go through more of a emotionally draining time in Scorpio season, whereas Virgo season is very comfortable for you guys. Then you guys have the Queen of Cups here, which I think is it's usually like an intuitive feelings card. It's also for like the sign of Scorpio, like I was mentioning. So I think you kind of know that season is on the horizon. It's 2 seasons away, but you're already thinking about it. Maybe if you're into this kind of thing, you're thinking about it, but if you're not, anyone watching this is into this kind of thing, but maybe not like fully invested in this type of world. So then I would say for you guys, this is more about family. Maybe you guys are currently visiting family, or you're going to visit family finally this month, and you're feeling content with it, but I think there's something on your mind, because this can also be a card of like secrets, but I don't feel like it is a secret anymore. It's more like you talked about it already with someone that might be family or close friend, and you're kind of like feeling like they have an expectation. It's weird that like you're sharing something with someone and then you feel like they have an expectation, but that's kind of what I'm getting from this, that you're feeling like they have an expectation, and you're just free flowing. You're a mermaid. But I think the reality might be for you guys that you do actually have to make a decision based on whatever you told them. So maybe it's like you confided in them about something in your life that you want to make a choice on. That's kind of what this card is here. The Lovers, it's in reverse, but I think because it's in reverse, you've put it on pause. But as you can see, it's a person who seemingly has I mean, I don't think this is an accident, but this one kind of looks like an angel, and the wreath behind her makes her look like she has wings. And this is kind of giving me devil vibes. Very, like, this is very apathetic. So what you gonna do? I mean, this is apathetic, and this is like, what you gonna do? So you've put whatever this is on pause that you confided in another person. But maybe it's time that you don't put it on pause. Maybe this could also be that you confided something to a therapist or some sort of counselor, and then they're kind of looking at you like, so are you going to make a choice? So what are you doing? And I think it's time. You guys kind of, I think you like to let things happen to you. That sounds very bad, but I think it's a good thing because you guys are very free flowing. You don't worry too much. You kind of just are like, well, this is what I'm doing with my life. Let's see where it goes. And you don't really think about it beyond that. But I think, this family member, whoever this is kind of looking at you like, or maybe this is your own brain. That's kind of like, well, it might actually be time that I actually have to make a choice here. And then that'll lead to this, which is like the tower moment. You need to make a change in your life, or the decision will. I think this is kind of why you don't want to make the decision, because the decision will lead to letting go of something. Maybe you feel like it's letting go of yourself as a person completely. Like the old you, so to speak. So let's say that this is like your spouse that's looking at you because you guys were saying that you were maybe thinking about buying a house, buying a car, something like significant. It could be even heavier than that. It could be like you guys were thinking of separating. I don't feel like it's a sad thing though. Maybe you were thinking about filing a lawsuit, filling out an application, and you just haven't done it because I think you were kind of expecting it to sort of just fall into your lap. But you actually have to take some sort of decision or action in order for something to come in. And then I think you're also avoiding it because you're thinking of it as a heavy burden. And the reality is, I think it will be a heavy burden, but only because of your perspective. Only because you think you have to do everything at once. But you don't. You need to keep this, I don't need to make a decision energy later. So you need to make like whatever this is, or you need to let this secret out of the bag. And after you talk to your family or whoever it is, I think the change will come after that, and you then will need to figure out, like this person is taking all these wands to this castle back here, but he's kind of taking everything all at once, but he doesn't have to. He could just make, 3 trips, 4 trips, however many trips. So it's like, make the big decision, and then, don't bite off more than you can chew. So maybe it's like a goal that you need to set for yourself, like maybe you were thinking about losing some weight, or making a lifestyle change, and it's like, okay, well, I'll just do it in a couple of months. I don't need to do it right now. And then the person that you told is kind of like, so, I heard about, um, yeah, I don't know, diet trends are so weird, but like maybe your friend is like, well, maybe you should see a nutritionist or go to the doctor. What did the doctor say? You know, and you don't want to answer that question because you realize that that means that you're gonna have to start, and you don't want to. Um, I mean, that's where I kind of say that whenever somebody gets like the Ten of Wands, I mean, I think you need to map it out. I think you need to, I don't know, bullet journal it out, like just theoretically. Not saying you actually have to commit to it, just theoretically on a piece of paper. Kind of map out, like, how would I feasibly do this in 3 months? Now, this is something that you guys don't really do typically. Now, that doesn't mean that you're the stereotype, but I think you can take the opportunity during this season to do that, you know, like, and it can be like a pretend plan out. Think of it that way so that, you know, and maybe you are like a major planner, and so maybe the advice here is not to concretely plan it out. It's more like I said, take scratch paper and kind of plan out your journey, and then just look at that and see realistically, like, can I actually do all these things in this day? Instead of 3 months, is it going to take me 6 months realistically? And kind of make those adjustments as you go with this choice that you're making. So that's it. That's your end of your reading. Let me know if it resonated. Leave me a comment down below. And that's it. Thanks.